I am not quite sure how this happened, but I completely forgot to bring up these guys. Obviously, these should have been number one because this was the first shoe that I got that got me into shoes. And then when they brought it back earlier this year with a little VaporMax twist to it, these things right here, of course. So yeah, how I overlooked that? Beyond me, but I did. So now you're getting some B-roll-ish type footage. It's all the same though in the end, I guess. It's in the video, right? I mean, is that not enough? What's going on, people? So the other day, I was doing this whole catch-up thing, right? Because you remember I took that little break from doing all the YouTube stuff. Well, anyways, I'm walking through all the backlog of videos and stuff, and I'm on like P now, right? So I'm at Pain 82, right? And so I'm going through, I'm watching some of his videos and all that stuff, and I see one that he had done based on a question that came up in some kind of sneaker battle somewhere or whatever. And the question was to pull out a shoe that was inspired by a previous shoe and then also pull out the previous one, right? So this is kind of like a two shoe question or whatever, which, to some people, it is a lot to ask. I get that. But it does make for a pretty decent question. And so, of course, he's got like a million and one options to pull out. So he just did a quick little video talking about some of those. And I was thinking to myself, like, what would I do in that situation, right? And then I thought about it for a minute, and some stuff came to mind, and so that's what we're here to talk about. Also, before I go getting on into this, if you happen to have any questions like that or whatever, go ahead and throw them my way, because I feel like it's about time for me to do another one of those sneaker battle things. So I need questions, because that's how those work. So yeah, go ahead and do that. But anyways, we're going to go through some things right now. Of course, if you guys know a little bit about me, if you've been paying attention for a while, and I know some of you have, you probably have a pretty decent idea of what all I'm going to be, or at least half of what I'm going to be pulling out here, because I got like 4 things lined up. You're probably going to guess the first 2 fairly easily. The others are more of like technicalities and why nots. So anyways, here's the thing, right? First things first, pull off this box. You remember this one, right? Came out earlier in the year. So, if you don't, that's fine, I get it. But basically, it's the Air Max 90, the recraft in the super small box, which is why this thing looks like somebody sat on it. Unfortunate box choice in my opinion, but hey, I get it. They want it to be a little different, and sometimes that's okay. It's just that sometimes it's not. Anyways, along with that, I guess we'll go with this one. You got this, right? Of course, I was a big slide guy during the summer. Still am. It's just that I was buying a lot more back then. And so the Air Max 90 slide, which actually I got well before the summer, but you know what I mean. Anyways, these right here, obviously this one came first, and obviously this one being inspired by it. So there you go. There's combination number 1. Did you guess that one? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. That's what the comment section is for. Let's keep this thing moving, shall we? Try not to make too much of a mess, but I say that and then I do it anyways. All right, so this one, right? Some of you guys probably saw this coming. I mean, right? I'm a big Air Max Plus guy. So, of course, you have this, one of the original Air Max Pluses, right? A lot of you guys have these, and some of you guys just want these, right? I get it. You should want those because they're freaking nice. Now, let's go ahead and pull out this box. It's the right one. And this right here, right? The VaporMax Plus in basically the same colorway. So there you go. Obviously this one came along first, and then this one eventually popped around and, being inspired by those. What's my favorite? I'm not really sure. I'm going to lean towards this one just because of a handful of reasons. But in a lot of ways, this might be the go-to if I was going to be out for a while. Comfort. It's a thing that matters to some people. I'm one of those people. Maybe you are too. Maybe you're not. I don't know. The way I see some people's, choices or whatever, I think it's okay that not everybody's into the whole comfort thing because, sometimes just you want something that looks nice. And the comfortable shoes, they don't always look the best. It's a factor. Speaking of comfortable shoes and things that don't always look the best. So, this right here, right? You guys remember these? These are the carbon. Yeah, hint as to what's coming up. The carbon night joggers. And in this box, you have what? Yeah, that's right. You said it, right? the Carbon 350. So, I don't know, man. Like, I get it. This is one of those situations where they share the same name, right? They do, but they're not like the same shoe, not inspired by each other or anything like that. So sometimes you have stuff like that. Quick question to people out there though. What colorways are out there that you guys are really into that you would buy just like as many times as they came out practically? I mean, like you probably know I'm a big black and yellow guy, the black and gray, or excuse me, black and gray, black and green and gray, that color. I'm a huge fan of that one. Yeah, there's a couple other ones, but I think those are the main two. Oh, and the sunset thing. I just bought those 997s the other day. Remember that? You should if you watched the video. But anyways, what are you guys into? What are some of your favorite colorways that you would pick up most of the time if, you found them? I like to know stuff like that. It makes for good conversation. And that's part of the reason I do this here YouTube thing, is to communicate with people. What sucks is that a lot of people just come by, they watch the video, and they leave. And I get it, you find the information you want and you move on about your day. But talk to the people once in a while. You might find out you have something in common. So, last, certainly not least, you may remember a while ago, what would a collection of sorts video be by me without a pair of gloves? So, you may remember a while ago, I did a 12s collection video, right? These were in there. These were also in some other video I did. Oh, favorite shoe that was originally worn by Jordan, or favorite original Jordan that he actually wore, something to that effect. No, some challenge. I think JJ All Day did, maybe. Somebody did it. Gone AWOL. That's who it was. Anyway, so this right here, the Flu Games, right? A lot of people like those. I get it. They're an amazing looking shoe. And then, of course, me being a slides guy, I have these, not quite slides, they're hydros, but still, it's all the same. So there you go. Not really, you can say that, this was inspired by this because obviously it's the 12 style and the same colorway and all that stuff. But I wanted to bring these out because, hey, they weren't the first thing to come to mind, not at all. That was obviously those things, that's why they were in an order. But you can't say it doesn't match up with the question, unless you want to say that, well, this isn't a shoe. And to that, I say, screw you, I don't care what you think, because the video's already done. So, here's the thing. Again, I asked before, leave some comments down below, talk about some things that maybe you'd go with, talk about some of the colorways that you like to pick on your shoes or whatever, the things that really pull you in. Some people are all about these breads. Some people aren't. Some people prefer like the lighter colors. They like the pastels or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Which is a cool combination as well. But anyways, I'm done. I was supposed to go and meet my mom or something or for dinner. She said an hour ago. So I don't know. It's a whole thing. Anyways, from me to you, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I just made a video a little while ago, but then again, that doesn't matter because this video will probably not be coming out for a couple days. Scratch that. Just know that I have other videos you can watch. But yeah, we'll leave it at that. Until the next time, later people.